here at the Closing Knife for DIFF, the Dallas International Film Festival. We're so excited to have you here and to have you be a part. Can we have your name, please?
Hi, I'm Evan Matthews.
And what about the name of your film and what you did on this film?
Sure. My name is Evan Matthews. I am the director of my first-time feature film, Motherland.
Very cool. So what did it mean to you to be a part of this and telling this story? What did you enjoy most about that process?
Well, it means the world to me to be able to tell this story. First of all, to have the opportunity to direct my first feature film and come out of the gates with a movie like Motherland. I mean, I'm so thankful for the producers, like going with me and trusting me, and the actors. We just have a phenomenal cast. For them to trust me in this process, it really does mean the world. And this is my first time directing something that I didn't write. So it takes a lot to direct something, and you have to be so passionate about what you're making and be so personally connected to the material. The fact that this script came my way that was so reflective of all the major events in my own life, I couldn't believe it. When I read it, I couldn't believe it. These emotional touchstones and major story beats were things that actually happened to me or to my wife. So that showed me I have the way to tap into this project and be passionate all the way to the end, because it's so hard. Movies are so hard to make, and if you don't have the right why, you will never get it to the finish line. So I would fight to the death for this movie. It meant that much to me. And then I think we came out with something really beautiful and touching that audiences are apparently really, really resonating with and are dying to tell me how much they enjoyed it and what it meant to them.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about the film? I know without giving it all away, but...
Sure. So Motherland is this drama thriller that takes place in this alternate present society where parents are forbidden to know and raise their own children. And this elite scorekeeper makes this discovery in her department that changes her worldview on Motherland, and she starts to circumvent the system.
I love that. There's always a way, and yes, I think that it's almost innate to want to protect your child, to defend them. So it does make sense that there's a lot of things that you could relate to, and also that almost any of us can find similarities and relate it to our lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a universal story. I'm so pleased to see men and women going to this movie and connecting so deeply with the material. It's something for when it's so deeply personal for me, and then other people connect to that as well. It's incredibly fulfilling as a filmmaker, because everyone is suffering on some kind of a level, just like I have and you have, and everybody else here has survived something that I can't possibly imagine. And then we start to say, oh, we're all figuring out a way to get through life without it costing us our humanity, and then we want to be better because of that. So a good movie should do that. It should be hopeful. We should take some lesson away from it. I wanted to be very careful early on with Motherland to not be divisive in any kind of way, or preachy or didactic or agenda driven. I wanted to have this fertile soil for the audience to bring their own thoughts, have them do the work and their wheels turn, say what is going on with this movie, what are the themes here, and why can't I shake this movie from my mind hours after I've seen it. And that's a really cool impact that I was hoping would happen. It's always a pleasant surprise when I hear that from audience members.
Yeah, well, that sounds amazing. I definitely want to watch it. It sounds like bringing people together and kind of uniting people, and telling a story that is impactful is important to you, and I'm sure to the entire team that worked on this. So it sounds like you did an amazing job. I do look forward to watching it. Have you worked on any other films?
I've only done short films up to this point, but I will say I'm so thankful I did other ambitious world-building films. And I learned a really valuable lesson on my first very hardcore sci-fi movie, where I was so inundated with the VFX and the set and the production and the costumes and the props that my performances suffered. I didn't give my actors the time they needed. And that was such a deep wound as a director that I swore, going forward, this will be my priority, making sure it's about the actors and the performances first and foremost, because if you can't connect with them and see truth in their eyes, then they're not going to go for a ride in this crazy world that we're entering into. So that was my most ambitious part of the film, making sure people have a chance to really latch onto the film and go for a ride, starting first with the performances, making this world believable from that standpoint, and then they can separate and go on the ride that is Motherland.
Very cool. Well, one more question. What has it meant to you to be part of DIF and to be able to feature your show here in Dallas?
You know, it's humbling. It's so incredibly meaningful to be able to get into DIF, to be selected. I'm so thankful to James and Beth for taking a chance on Motherland and programming it in this festival. And this is one of those festivals you circle on the calendar. You say, please pick us. I would love to go here. And then you come and you're like, this lives up to the expectations. This is why it has such a great reputation. So to come here and be able to talk to you and your audience and meet the other filmmakers, it's a continuation of that dream come true. It's like you work so hard on these movies, you want to get in front of an audience, and to have an enthusiastic audience like you do in Dallas, this is great. It's been so great sharing this with the people of Dallas, so it means the world to me. Thank you guys, everyone at DIF. Thank you from Motherland.
So cool. Where did you film it?
We shot this in upstate New York in November in 2023, so it was during the actors and writers strike, so that was its own challenge. But the location itself is a 250-year-old Catholic monastery and special needs retreat center. So we were on like 100 acres where we're just using what's available to us wherever, and you wander in the woods and you find these beautiful locations, and we're shooting along the Hudson River for certain scenes, and it was an incredible location. And you drive in the woods and you wouldn't think it's out there, and you make one turn and then you're on this amazing campus that's being maintained by 4 friars and a bunch of groundskeepers. It's just, it's incredible.
Yeah, we live in a pretty cool country, so that's always amazing. You find these hidden gems. Well, that's so cool. Thank you so much for being part of DIF, for telling this story, which is important, and I do think will resonate with people. And good luck with everything. I really do look forward to watching the movie and wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you so much, and thank you for taking time to talk about Motherland. I love it, and yeah, wish us luck on the road.
Let's go to the movies. Have a good night.